Day is brought to you by Barton Community College. Explore your future and get started now. Visit gobarton.com.
Okay, Sports Day in 3, 2, 1.
2 outs, nobody on, tied at 5, 8th inning. Pinch hitter Derek Hill.
Derek Hill gives this one a ride. Back it goes. Go! Derek Hill, a pinch hit home run in the 8th inning, and the Sox take a 6-5 lead. Let's go.
2 outings in one. You know, the beginning really efficient, throwing a ton of strikes, and then 4th and 5th just kind of started scattering the ball, getting behind guys, and then had trouble reining it back in. I mean, I don't have an explanation other than, he's obviously started falling behind in the 4th, then made some big pitches to get out of it, and then in the 5th just was more erratic.
They're going to get better, obviously good results. I'm more looking at kind of like the overall days. They're pretty kind of the last 2 where, felt like it was multiple good at-bats versus just kind of one. Those are the things that I more care about, right? Absolutely, you want to have, sure, instant result, home run, put a run on the board, but you want to also feel like you're doing more, throughout your whole day, feeling like you're putting together some really good consistent at-bats, and I feel like I'm, hopefully starting to get to that point.
I would say it's an area where you need to be willing to do it and to do the sacrifices and to do the extra effort. And it's been working pretty well. We can get better, but when we're locked in and apply the scouting, we're really, really good.
But it's not going to work out the way the North wanted it. Tyson's free throw is good. Tyson has it, 70-63. Just 5 seconds to go. A long pass down court. It's going to be intercepted by Sherrick Simpson. Ahead to Earl Tyson. 2 seconds. 1 second. That's going to do it. The Fort Hays State Tigers are national champions.
Plants for more. On the double pump, he whips one down.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into Sports Day. I am Mike Escher in for Brant Daughtry today as we bring you Sports Day. Those were sounds of the past 24 hours. We'll discuss those as we move along here. Coming up on today's show, we're going to talk to the Great Bend Activities Director, Matt Westerhouse, and also later on the program, Brant will sit down with Shaylee Clark, assistant coach, Braylon Turner, and Alyssa McCulley, members of the Great Bend softball team, all coming up today here on this Wednesday Trading Post show. A little bit of a slip there, wasn't it? Sports Day show. Sorry about that. Your first cut today was the Royals losing to the Chicago White Sox by a score of 6-5. That was Derek Hill hitting a pinch hit home run, his second of the season in the bottom of the 8th to give the White Sox the 6-5 win over the Kansas City Royals. That was that audio courtesy of White Sox TV. The Royals do play tonight, game 2 of that series, when they take on the White Sox. Your second quote was from Royals manager Matt Quatrero, talking about the start from Stephen Kolak. He had a solid turn through 4 innings, but the 5th inning he ran into trouble and gave up 5 runs as the Royals ended up losing by a score of 6-5, as we talked about. Then we have Kyle Schwarber for the Philadelphia Phillies. 6 home runs in 5 games, talking about how he's got 6 home runs in 5 games and how everything just seems to be falling in place for him right now. He does lead all major leaguers with 17 home runs. Next, I'll try to get this name correct, Victor Wembanyama. He's a member of the San Antonio Spurs. I don't think I got that right, but we're close. As the Spurs defeated the Minnesota T-Wolves last night by a score of 126-97 to take a 3-2 lead in that best-of-7 series. And then, if you did not know, the one voice was of Steve Webster calling the 1996 Fort Hays State victory over Northern Kentucky in the NCAA Division II Finals. That audio courtesy of KAYS Radio, as Fort Hays went undefeated in 1996, 34-0. They defeated Northern Kentucky by a score of 70-63. And if you really want to see good pictures of Steve Webster, go on YouTube and Google Fort Hays State National Championship, and you will see some video of Steve Webster when he had hair. My God, when he had hair. That was the case. And the last one was Marv Albert on NBC, as Craig Morton, who passed away recently and a member of the Denver Broncos at the time, He led the Broncos, who were down 34-10 to the Seattle Seahawks back in 1979, and Craig Morton led the Broncos to a comeback victory by a score of 37-34. As I mentioned, Craig Morton passed away recently at the age of 83 years of age, and that was even before John Elway, because in the video I saw, Craig Morton was wearing number 7, and I don't think anybody for the Broncos wears number 7 anymore. Those are your sounds of the past 24 hours. Coming up, as I mentioned, Matt Westerhouse from Great Bend Activities Director will be in. We'll talk to some members of the Great Bend softball team. And also, hopefully, if I can figure out the board, we will get some live listen-ins to the Barton Community College baseball team as they are in Wichita playing in the Region 6 tournament. We'll be right back with Matt Westerhouse after this. You're listening to Sports Day on KVGB.
Sutherland's is your complete home improvement and hardware store. Tens of thousands of products are in stock at everyday low prices. Sutherland's also offers custom buildings, including post-frame barns, garages, and deck packages too. The friendly and knowledgeable staff at Sutherland's, always ready to help you with any project. From hardware, lumber, cabinets, plywood, and OSB, fencing, power tools, furniture, and more. They simply sell for less. Sutherland's, West 10th, Great Bend, helping America build it better since 1917.
Needing a healthcare plan for your business? Let the experienced team at Freedom Claims Management Incorporated customize a health insurance plan that fits your needs. Whether you're a large company or a small business on Main Street, FCMI can help you provide employees with great health coverage at an affordable cost. From setup to ongoing support, they handle it all. Schedule your free no-obligation health assessment today at freedomclaimsinc.com. That's Freedom Claims Management Incorporated, with locations in Great Bend, Russell, and Plainville.
It's all here at Great Bend Rec.
Sports, leisure, fitness, and wellness, even senior and adaptive needs. It's all here at the Great Bend Rec. Pick up a program guide or stop by the rec office at 1214 Stone in Great Bend, or check out the all-new website, greatbendrec.com. Live, play, explore at the rec.
It's all here at Great Bend Rec. Live, play, explore at the rec.
Hey Cougar fans, this is Brant Daughtry, voice of the Barton Cougars. Cheering from the stands is great, but you can give our athletes a true competitive advantage by joining the Cougar Booster Club. Boosters provide the best equipment and facility upgrades, helping Barton athletes succeed at the regional and national level. Whether you're a business or an individual, your support matters. Call 620-792-9377 and become a Cougar Booster today. Go Cougars!
Selling your farm or ranch acres can be stressful. At Red Cedar Land Company, they are extremely diverse in the number of ways they can represent you, and they tailor each project to meet their seller's needs. One of the biggest questions for a seller is, what is my land worth? At Red Cedar Land Company, they offer a free market analysis to help you better understand the value of your land. You deserve a better selling experience. Put your trust in Red Cedar Land Company. Call Cody Crook with Red Cedar Land Company at 620-617-7320.
All right, welcome back into your Wednesday Sports Day show. I am Mike Hesher in for Brant Daughtry. Brant better be in Wichita by now, as Barton has first pitch about 1 o'clock. We'll try to get some live listen-ins as that goes along. But now we're talking to the activities director at Great Bend High School, Matt Westerhouse. And you never seem to have a slow season, do you, Matt?
No, it's always – there's always something going on, which is good. Keeps us young.
Well, you're looking young. I have to add that. First of all, let's talk about the spring sports. You got Great Bend softball, number 1 seed, I'm guessing at this point. And then Great Bend, the baseball team, kind of still in limbo. They're playing in Manhattan today, correct?
Yes. So we'll start with softball first.
Okay.
Softball, obviously, off to a great season, great start. Coach Bear is doing a wonderful job in his first year as head coach for the Panthers, and obviously has some knowledge and experience with a lot of those girls on the team. So we're going to host first round, and that will be Thursday the 21st out at the sports
So
complex.
it is on Thursday?
Yep, Thursday the 21st.
I thought you had a choice as a Monday, Tuesday,
We
Wednesday.
do, and we've decided on 21st.
Okay, all right. Why so late? Because if there's a rain out, well, of course it's not going to have a lot of...
Not good. Hesh, don't even bring up weather. No weather.
Well, also the field turf helps prevent some of that stuff.
Yeah. In terms of prep time and making sure we're good to go, conversation with Coach Bear, wanted to go with Thursday the 21st. We've went back and forth, but Thursday the 21st was decided.
And all 3 games will be played on the same day?
Yep. Absolutely.
So the semifinals will start.
Yeah, so
2 o'clock?
we'll get some information out once everything gets done this week in terms of teams competing or finishing their schedule. We'll get stuff out Saturday.
Because not everybody's complete yet.
Correct. Yeah.
And rumor had it that Sean Baird and the team was looking for a couple extra games, but they weren't able to accomplish that.
Yeah. Long story short, we lost a couple of games that we didn't think we thought we had that we didn't. So. This time, it's kind of tough to pick up some games late, especially when you have a really good record. And
they don't want to play you.
Well, and there's some concerns with scheduling and where you're going to fall in postseason seeding. So, not a lot of interest in playing the Panthers right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Michael Stedinger in his first year of baseball team.
Yeah.
I've always said that the coaches at Great Bend High School have drilled into me how tough the young people at Great Bend High School are. And I think Michael Stedinger and his baseball team, they are that. They are tough.
Well, they are. If he was in here today talking, I know he'd be smiling from ear to ear and be very pleasantly surprised at what the baseball team's been able to do this spring season with a lot of youth, a lot of inexperience. I know there were some questions going in, but him and his staff have done a really good job of keeping kids focused, and they got two tough games today in Manhattan. And hopefully, come away with a couple, hopefully a split, and then we'll figure out where we're potentially going to play for postseason. I don't think there's a chance we host.
According to what he told me before the doubleheader on Friday, was if they won 3 of the 4 and got some help, there was an outside chance, but they obviously lost that one to McPherson.
So we'll probably be on the road. Maybe that's Goddard, maybe that's Andover. And I'm not sure if that's on Tuesday or Wednesday.
And the host team decides on when they get to play.
That is correct.
Okay, so that might help us out in getting both baseball and softball team on the air.
Yes.
For postseason play.
Hopefully.
It does help when they're on different days. All right. Let's see. Where do you want to go from here?
Well, real quick, since we're on baseball and softball, as you know, with some of the postseason state basketball kind of changes that they had this year, same thing with baseball and softball. Instead of after regionals, instead of sending 8 teams to state, then they have the state quarterfinal, which for us will be on Tuesday at a location to be determined. Probably, if we make it, probably in Salina, but that'll be on Tuesday, the 26th, for baseball and softball.
That's the day after Memorial Day?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. So a little bit different format, and then state we'll have 6A and 5A. Both classifications at state.
They moved it. Was it a late start, obviously, because usually they try to wrap up Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, there's sometimes the calendar gets off whack a little bit for 5 days, and then it'll eventually catch back up. We should be back to what I call normalcy next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
Is there normalcy?
Well, I don't. Time-wise and things going on, probably not.
I'll be honest, though, spring sports this year, there haven't been a lot of rain outs, but we haven't got a lot of rain. So.
No, not a lot of rain, and the weather has been cooperating. I know people around the area, farmers around the area, wish for some rain. Would love rain, but at opportune times.
I was going to say, wait another week or two.
Yeah, that's right.
After mowing my yard yesterday, I'm like, holy moly, I need rain pretty bad. All right, so you were busy hiring new coaches.
Yeah.
Tell us about, I know one of the coaches is from a former Hoisington High School volleyball coach, Tina Johnson, now coming in to take over for a coach who went to Larned.
Yes, so three hires in 3 really huge key positions in volleyball, boys basketball, girls basketball, and we got a 2-for-1 out of one of those. So volleyball, Tina Johnson, who is going to be coming in with a wealth of experience and knowledge in the sport of volleyball, and I believe she's really close, if not finalizing her staff at the high school level, and so they are gearing up for June 1 and getting in the weight room and working out and working on skills and drills and making sure things are in place before we start up here in the fall. And then on the girls basketball side, Michaela Bierman, young, a lot of experience in terms of volleyball and basketball, playing volleyball and basketball, has coached at TMP the last few years. She's super excited to get going, working on finishing her staff up right now and hopefully get that done before June 1. And they'll have some things in place for this summer. And hoping to get some more girls out for basketball. I'd love to grow our numbers in that program. And as you know, Hesh, we need multiple sport kids at Great Bend High School. So grow those numbers and get involved is our goal. Then on boys basketball side, Taylor Satterthwaite. Sometimes that's tough to pronounce. You got to kind of slow down a little bit.
I'm going to have to work on that one.
Yeah, Satterthwaite. He's going to be our head boys basketball and head boys tennis coach, so 2 for 1 there. He's been at Manhattan High for the last 5 years as assistant in both of those programs, working under very good, knowledgeable staff that I think he's learned a lot from. Originally from Winfield, went to Southwestern College, and he too, all 3 of them are super excited to get going and probably wish they could be here already. Unfortunately, there's other duties and things that they got to finish up. And so we've had meet and greets, had the opportunity to meet students and families, and we'll get things going here June 1.
Okay, I'll go back and ask one question about each coach. Tina Johnson, wealth of experience. You got to be excited about her coming in just because she refereed volleyball. She knows volleyball. She's from the area. My daughter grew up in Hoisington, and Tina was a great recruiter of young people that age to get them involved in volleyball.
Well, we're excited, and I will tell you, I think Tina's probably more excited and we're excited more than anybody. An opportunity to get back to home,
right,
so to speak, and knows what we have in terms of experience coming back on the volleyball and depth from really all the way down to our youth. So she is excited and ready to get engaged with all levels to help our programs grow.
The girls basketball coach, I know she's from TMP, but originally from Goodland, correct?
Goodland, yes, Goodland.
And daughter of a longtime coach out there.
Yes, a lot of educational background with Michaela, and I think that'll help her in her youth as a coach, kind of navigate ups and downs of coaching. Well experienced beyond her years, very knowledgeable in the game, and I think officiating has helped that as well. And I will tell you, taking Tina and Michaela away from the officiating side, I've got some calls from Keisha about taking away from state officials. So great, really super excited to have her, and can't wait till she gets to work with our girls, and she will be able to help with both volleyball and basketball.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So good link there.
Yeah, this always helps when the volleyball coach and the basketball coach. At least the basketball coach is an assistant coach for volleyball.
Absolutely.
So, and then the boys basketball coach,
Taylor. He is. Wait to meet him. He's probably more energetic than the other two. He is fired up and ready to go. And
his first head coaching job.
First head coaching job.
Okay. All right.
So he's going to get here June 1 and been planning and getting ready, and he has to finalize his staff as well. So I know they're nervous about that and finding some coaches, assistant coaches to help, but we'll get there.
Talking with Matt Westerhouse, he's the activity director at Great Bend High School. And let's see, where was I going to go after that? I had one other. So with all what about summer workouts and stuff like that?
So summer, it's kind of, today's our last day of school, and it's May the 13th, and there's kind of a little gap here in terms of finishing up spring sports and then getting ready for summer. But our strength and conditioning, our summer power and speed workouts will begin June 1st, and a little bit different. We're going to do something a little bit different this year. We're going to bring all of our 7 through 12 students up to the pack, and Coach Beck and Coach Schultz, our strength and conditioning coordinators, along with other assistant coaches, are going to help facilitate that. And so there'll be different sessions, and we've communicated that to our public. We're going to have an informational meeting next Tuesday the 19th at 6 for incoming 7th and to-be 8th graders, just to familiarize themselves with the weight room at the high school. And then Coach Beck and Coach Schultz will just talk about what that process looks like. We're really trying to focus on just coordinating multiple things 7 through 12, and I think this will help getting our high school coaches working with our middle school student athletes as well in the summer, and hopefully start making those connections a little bit earlier on in the process, and then really establishing work ethic and getting things in place sooner.
From what I saw on the football field last year, Coach Schultz, he was the loudest one of the bunch. He gets after it.
He gets after it. He'll make you work hard, and which I think kids want to work hard. Expectations hold kids accountable. Work hard every day.
before we want to take a break, Dale Kuhlman retired. That was a loss, I know.
Yeah. I've been trying to get him back to come coach, and he is adamant about saying no. Which Dale, obviously, he's been really good for our coaches, and it's time for him to kind of relax and enjoy farming a little bit.
I was going to say, and I will get in trouble for this because Steve yelled at me yesterday, but Kuhlman is one of 2 assistant coaches that I've seen got thrown from a JV basketball game. Him and Bruce Cooper from Hoisington both were tossed from JV games. I was like, Coach, what are you doing? But he deserved it that day. But all right, that's Matt Westerhouse. We'll be back with more with Matt after this. You're listening to Sports Day on 1590 KVGB and 95.5 FM. Where do you want
Marmy
to
Auto
next?
Group makes it happen. Central and Western Kansas. Check out our selection of new and pre-owned inventory. Marmy's friendly staff offers top quality service that you've gotten to know over the years. When your existing vehicle needs parts or service, our experienced team will get you back in the game this season. Marmy Chevrolet, GMC, Ford and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep Ram, parts, service, and body shop. Visit Marmy Auto Group on 10th Street or marmys.net. Marmys, make it happen.
Service from people you know, quality products and professional installation. That's Kern Floor Service. Stop by Kern Floor Service and browse through the different selections of flooring from laminate to vinyl, carpet, wood, and ceramic tile. See their selection of area rugs or special order the one that fits your decor, and don't forget, they can spice up those countertops too. So stop by Kern Floor Service today. Kern Floor Service, 908 Coolidge in Great Bend.
Community bankers should actually know your community. Hi, I'm Sean Powelson, president of your local Equity Bank. As someone who lives here, I know many of you, and I know what's important to you. I've been in the industry a long time, and I've helped many navigate through financial challenges and lead them to financial opportunities. I believe that people bank with people, so I'd like to invite you to stop by one of our region's 5 locations and meet our friendly, helpful staff. Let us show you our commitment to serving you and our communities. Because at Equity Bank, we're right here beside you. Member FDIC.
Barton Community College, in partnership with Golden Key Group, proudly offers the nation's first associate degree in federal human resources. This online program prepares anyone for remote federal HR careers across the government. Service members and military spouses can use MyCAA or GI Bill benefits to take the next step toward a flexible, rewarding career from wherever you are. Learn more at federalhr.bartonccc.edu.
C&E Doors, this is Eddie.
Papa, we lost power. This storm is a real show.
Hadley, what did you just say?
I repeated what the neighbor yelled when his garage door wouldn't open.
Tell your neighbors C&E Doors can help. We install operators with battery backup, so doors open without power. And what's your language?
Yes, Papa.
C&E Doors installs operators with battery backup. Call C&E Doors in Great Bend or Hayes and stay in control, power outage or not.
All right, welcome back into your Wednesday Sports Day show. I'm Mike Hesher in for Brant Daughtry. Brant is on the air over on B1043 The Point as the Barton Community College baseball team is in action. And we will tell you, Barton, today they are playing Cloud County. And if you guys did not know this, I don't know if you knew this, Matt Westerhouse, Johnson County and Cloud County members of the Jayhawk are the top 2 teams in the nation.
Wow, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Johnson is 56-2.
Jeez.
And Cloud is 49-5.
Pretty impressive.
So, strong baseball in the Jayhawk.
No doubt.
All right, so we'll talk about a strong league right now, the Western Athletic Conference.
Yeah, it's and we've had a lot of success this year, and I haven't had an opportunity to really kind of brag about our senior class. I mean, it's everybody, right?
We were going to go there at some point. 'Cause this is a great senior class.
So great people, and I think that's first and foremost what Mr. Funk and administration and coaches. We want our people to be good people, and those seniors that we have in all of our programs are good people, and I think they will carry on in their lives and impact people in positive ways throughout the rest of their life, first and foremost. A lot of success throughout their 4-year career, and that's a testament to their work ethic, our coaches putting in time and effort, and community time and effort. There's a lot of pieces to the puzzle that go unseen, and it really takes a little bit of everybody to kind of put us in a position to where we can be successful.
And you didn't specifically say the parents, but the parents obviously have a huge say in it.
Yeah, when I say community, parents, obviously, ton of support that we have through, parents, booster club, et cetera, to allow us to put ourselves in a position to be competitive on a daily basis. So we've had 7 WAC titles this year, which is pretty good.
I did not realize that.
7 WAC titles. So I don't know where that compares historically. We're in the competition for the WAC Champions Cup, which is points assigned per sport. Maybe fall a little short of Garden City, but that's for a school that's a little over 900 students and relying on tons of multiple sport kids. I think that's something everybody can hang their hat on and be pretty prideful of.
You said something about multiple sports. I talked to coaches a long time in Hoisington, and they say, give me multiple sports kids. We don't like the kids who go to a specific sport, especially small schools. You need multiple sport athletes.
Need multiple sports. I think it's great to be well-rounded, to be coached by others, to take time off, let your body recover and not do the repetitive motions over and over if you're just doing 1 or 2 sports. So we have to have it. We welcome it, love it, and embrace it. So.
Okay, now speaking of a little bit of football there, 4A, they moved down to 4A. How's that going to affect the football program?
So, 4A football classification is done a little bit different than everything else. So that's taken every 2 years in grades 9 through 11 enrollment.
Right.
And so this past count, this September, put us in the 4A classification. So for us, that just really impacts us in the postseason. We're going to be 4A postseason. We'll obviously play all of our WAC schools. We've picked up a few different teams scheduling-wise next year, and we could talk about that a little bit as well. But I think when you look at number of students in the program, number of students in the school, I think that's probably pretty close to where we should be in terms of classification for football.
Okay, speak about a little concern of mine is, where are we traveling to this year in football?
So, great question. So we week 1 we're hosting Scott Community.
Okay.
Week 2 hosting McPherson, and week 3 we'll be on the road at Garden, 4 at Buhler, 5 at Dodge City, 6 home versus Liberal, 7 home versus Hayes, and then week 8 at Junction City. So a little bit of, we've got 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. Mix.
Sounds like a lot of similar teams, but Junction City, Michael Stedinger talked about on the pregame show before baseball that he thought Junction City would be coming in quite a bit more. So, do you know much about the program at Junction City?
Well, yeah, I do. Haven't been there for a while. Coach Zimmerman, he's been there since 1993, and they're going to be well coached and be physical, and it'll obviously be a good test for us. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to see on a annual basis from them just because of their transient population, but I think that schedule will put us in a good position for 4A postseason run.
And people may think Scott City 3A, that's a tough 3A school every year in and year out.
Yep, tough 3A school.
So and when do we get started this year?
When is it, as far as practice or?
Okay, we'll go practice.
I think it's the 16th, if memory serves me. So what is that? 3 weeks after that? I mentioned this to you too, Hesh. We've talked a lot about scheduling and frustrations with scheduling and trying to provide some different options and get those things going. And that's probably another topic for another day. But we would love to see some changes football-wise and fall sport-wise. Maybe we start earlier, reduce some of the summer stuff and start earlier as opposed to later. Go to 8-team districts where you're playing like teams. Maybe get an extra game in, maybe get an extra scrimmage in. So there's been more talks and more people getting on board with it. So I'm hoping to see some change here in the next maybe 2-year cycle.
Okay.
Whether that's 8-team districts, whether that's strength of schedule for postseason seeding. There's been a lot of discussion about that because some teams don't necessarily play the competition that for us, for example, that we have played maybe the last few years. So would like to just see some comparable things to put people in the right place where they need to be in postseason.
Okay, question we did not even talk about beforehand. we started doing some streaming for Great Bend basketball this past year. Plan on doing it next year. How is that from your eyes? What have you seen?
In terms of live streaming?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's obviously a great service for people to be able to watch us wherever they are at. I've always said this: we want people to be right. I mean, it just adds to the environment of the event game that's taking place. But for those that can't make it, those that are living elsewhere, it's a great advantage for them to be able to follow us and support us and not be here. So, I love the live stream that you guys provide. We also provide live stream without audio through our Huddle packages, but always want to be able to provide that if we possibly can to our followers.
And speaking of the live streaming, I want to congratulate you on the young lady who chose to do it for us. I was a little nervous at first, but Emma Holeska? I think it took me a while. She's fantastic.
She is fantastic. She give her a task, and it's considered done. Yeah,
and it's like,
done.
And for she's what, a junior?
Yeah.
Timely. I tell her to be at 1:30 to leave. She's here at 1:29.
Yeah.
It's crazy how responsible she is for a 17-year-old young lady.
Yep. She helps in multiple ways at the high school, so we surely appreciate everything she does.
Yeah, we're gonna have a battle if she wants to be football manager next year. So we're gonna have to work something out with Aaron Beck.
You might lose that one.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
But we haven't talked about wrestling, but obviously Trent Kern going on to play football at Garden City, but he's a state wrestling championship.
Yeah, Trent. I tell you, I've seen quite a few athletes over my years, and I said this to Trent the other day before he graduated. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody as competitive as him, and I would be absolutely fearful of him on a football field. I mean, he has the ability to see things before things happen, and which has put him in great places to be successful on the field. But super proud of his accomplishment on the wrestling mat, and I know that certainly means a lot to him and his family. And certainly means a lot to Great Bend High School, and wish him the best of luck along with all of his teammates.
One other place I was scared of him was on Friday night. The catcher, when he was coming down the line, third base line, going, "How would you like to be standing there with Trent Kern bounding down the third base line?"
Trent. Like I said, those kids that are graduating, they're going to have a lot of success, whether it's on the field, court, wrestling mat, wherever it is. They're going to be successful people in life.
And to add on that, I was around the football team quite a bit to see how some of the better-known athletes treated some of the, I will say, regular students, just treated them with courtesy, respect, and going, okay, they don't need to do that, but they're doing it.
Yep. Part of should be what we do each and every day.
I agree. Well, Matt Westerhouse, we thank you for your time today, and we will be in touch with you down the line.
Thanks, as always. Appreciate it.
You bet. That's Matt Westerhouse. He is the activities director at Great Bend High School. We thank him for an extended time here today as I'm filling in for Brant Daughtry, Mike Hesher, as we're going to go to break now. When we come back, we will talk. Brant will actually, he recorded this earlier, he will talk to Shaylee Clark, head assistant coach at Great Bend High School for softball, also seniors Braylon Turner and Alyssa McCurley. We'll be right back. This is Sports Day. I'm Mike Hesher, and I forgot to mention Landon. Landon doing his usual streaming job over there, Landon. You got no mic, so we can't talk. Okay. We'll maybe we'll get you a mic before we come back. This is Sports Day. I'm Mike Hesher.
Welcome back into Sports Day. Brant Daughtry. Welcome back into Sports Day. Brant Daughtry now joined by members of Great Bend High School softball. We have Coach Shaylee Clark in the building. We also have Braylon Turner and Alyssa McCully. Guys, triangular meets are always interesting. And you guys, I mean, again, we just keep talking about it. You guys managed to go out there and get the job done again. 2 wins over 2 quality softball programs.
Yeah, it was really fun. I always like triangulars more than like normal double headers because you get to play 2 different teams. Like you don't just have to play the same team back to back. You get to see like different pitching, different defense, different hitting.
I've heard people talk about that, actually, the triangular side of it, where you don't have to just face the same girls over and over. It makes things a little more, I guess, just fresh, keeps things from getting stale over 14 innings.
Yeah, definitely. I would say it's harder, though, but I think that's what makes it better. is that you're not
Yeah,
just.
I would think the hardest part for them is just learning how to adjust again because it is a brand new team. So we're not facing teams that we face like Garden City. We'd face a doubleheader and we know what they have exactly. But when we face two different teams, we don't really know what pitcher they're going to throw. So we could see slow pitching first game, and then we have to speed up to fast pitching. So I think that's something that they might have to adjust to, but they've done great with that all season. So
I feel like you're the coach. You see them from the dugout. You kind of get to watch them from afar. You get the bird's eye view of what all they do. Do you think that kind of keeps them a little more focused? What do you think advantage that offers them?
the advantage of seeing different teams.
Yeah.
I think just they have the mindset of coming into each game that it is a new game each time, and they're very good at making adjustments and being leaders on the field, and they have a ton of experience, which helps them. So
that's great.
Yeah.
So, Coach Clark, what are you in charge of? What is every assistant has the kind of thing that they oversee? What do you oversee?
I would say my thing is hitting and coming up with these really goofy sayings for the girls during innings. So that's my thing. Yeah.
There's providing the juice.
Yes.
As
yeah.
much as anything.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of the spark plug.
Yeah.
So
That's one of the things I love about softball because
Yeah.
I've said this to you guys before, and like baseball players tend to be so self-serious,
Mhm.
and but then you go into softball and there's different individual cheers for every girl,
Uh-huh.
and I love that. That's
Yeah.
so fun to me. Braylon Turner's also in here, and Braylon, so senior night for you guys over this past week, and both of you are 3-sport athletes, and you've had senior night 3 times already, but this is kind of your last senior night. Coming into what you've felt this year, knowing that it's probably it is the last time you're going to play a regular season game on that field. What does that kind of mean? What does that senior recognition mean to both of you?
It's very sad to me. I mean, I cried at senior night, and a lot of people did. It was just really sad to see, but I'm glad I got to play with these girls the last 4 years. I really enjoyed it, and they brightened my mood. And most of them I've actually played with since I was 10, so I really know them, and it's going to be really sad to leave.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've also played with them since I was like 6 or 7. So wait, sorry. Yeah. It's sad, but it's also it's very bittersweet. Like, we're moving on to bigger and better things. Braylon's going to Barton, I'm going to St. Louis, and yeah, it's just sad.
Oh,
I'm
don't
gonna
start
start
crying
crying.
here. No,
But
please.
yeah, I just love playing with them.
We had, Kaya was in here last week with Sean, and there were tears. And tears are great. People love tears. But first of all, congratulations to both of you on signing. That's a really big deal. So you're headed to St. Louis. Braylon's headed to Barton. So staying home.
Yeah.
What was kind of the decision there? I kind of want to ask both of you this. What was the decision behind the school you chose to go to?
I just really like Barton. I really like Carson and Kippis. They're very good coaches, and I just decided to stay home, save some money, and if I can play local, I might as well.
Alyssa?
Yeah, not really the local thing with me, but I really like the coaches. The coaches at St. Louis, Joe and Christy Swiderski, they're actually married. They were just super nice, and you go to a lot of places, you visit places, and you can kind of tell if like the coach actually cares or not. Like, you kind of just get that like feeling like, they kind of seem like they do now, but I could definitely see them not really caring when the time comes to it. But Joe and Chrissy, they just seemed like they genuinely like cared about you as a person as well as a player. I think that was what made or broke it.
Make or break.
Make or break it.
Yeah.
So let's get into some of the details of this triangular here. McPherson, kind of a school that's good at everything all the time, and hosting them. Tight game here down the stretch. Now, Alyssa, we'll start this off with this. How many innings have you pitched this year?
3. Or
and
2.
How many did you pitch in this game?
3.
Okay. All right. So what happened? Walk us through it. What was the story here?
Well, you pitched the first game. Yes, she pitched the first game. So she was I think Sean was kind of wanting to give her a break. And Shayla, her ankle was hurting. Her Achilles is like
Something
stretch.
with their heel, we don't really know yet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Strain, stretch, I don't know. And Sean kind of in between games, I was sitting there, I was chilling, I was drinking my Body Armor, strawberry banana. And he goes, Alyssa, come over here. And I was like, oh, Lord. And he was like, I need you to grab Ridley and go and, like, get warmed up. And I was like, okay. And I was like, the first thing I thought I was like, I'm going to be so sore after this. Because I haven't, like.
She hasn't been throwing a lot, really.
No, I mean, at all.
Sometimes she'll throw in practice, but she really hasn't the last couple weeks, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say like 3 weeks. Sean was like,
Yeah.
it's been like 2 weeks. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
not more.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I know they try and work a lot with Braylon and Shayla just because
They're the
do the
primaries.
bulk of the pitching.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so you get called in, and it's not, usually when you see kind of emergency pitching situations, it's not even, it's an inning, maybe less. You're out there expected to get 9 outs, having not pitched at all this year in a game, and being, like you said, a little rusty with it. But you go out, it's just the go and get it done mentality that this team has had all year has impressed me so much, and I feel like that's just another example of it. How did you feel going when you got out there and you're in the circle? And I know you've pitched before, but it's a different feeling being out there when you haven't done it in a while. Where was your head at?
Yeah, I always say to Braylon and Shayla, I'm always like, hey, like, just pitch strikes, like, trust your defense. And I kind of felt like I could not be a hypocrite in that moment, so I kind of just had to trust my defense. Everybody always says, let go and let God, and I was like, let go and let defense. Let go and let defense. I was like, I know I'm not the fastest pitcher. I'm not going to blow it by anybody, so I'm just going to hope for pop-ups, grounders, line drives right to people. I think Bays got one right to her that she caught.
I mean, the best thing about Alyssa's pitching is she changes the dynamic so much. We've got Shayla who pounds the zone. We've got Braylon who spins the zone. And then all of a sudden she comes in and she kind of slows it down and hits a spot. So, I mean, her coming in, that really just threw everything off. But I didn't know anything about Alyssa pitching. And I was like, so what's Alyssa got? And the other coach were like, she hit the spot. And she did. So she did great. But
apparently Lindsay Mazook was like, I was over by the McPherson dugout, and they were all trying to figure out where you came from, like looking up on their, because I'm not listed anywhere really as like a pitcher with any well, obviously not with any stats because I haven't pitched, but they were just like,
it's like
what is happening?
Silent assassin over here.
Break glass in case of emergency. First baseman Alyssa McCauley coming in the circle. Braylon, your start was also pretty solid as well. I mean, I don't want to go past this. Like you've had an amazing year in the circle as well. And so talk a little bit about your start, what was working, and another win for you and your team.
My curveball has honestly been off lately, so I've had to mostly just do spots with my fastballs, like a rise ball, a changeup. I've mostly just had to change my speed because my spin hasn't been my number one thing recently this year. So yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So you're working with what's there. I mean, every pitcher goes through moments where, if you've got 4 pitches, there are going to be days where one of them's not working, one or two of them isn't working, but you're still finding ways to generate outs, to go up there and mix stuff around it and keep hitters off balance. And at the end of the day, I feel like that's the main goal of what you're trying to do as a pitcher.
Yeah. And I'm not really pitching to strike people out. I'm pitching for my defense because I know my defense has them. Like, I know that they're going to field a ball, get an out, or catch the pop fly.
And it's it's teamwork, right? There's so many. I love pitchers that pitch to contact in baseball and softball because I feel like, one, the game just moves faster. I feel like it's a more entertaining style of game to watch, but at the same time, like, it's efficiency, right? You go out there and if you I know that you can throw 200 pitches in a weekend as a softball pitcher and be okay, but still you don't want to get that many miles on your arm because eventually you do run out of gas. And to kind of be able to get those quicker outs with that soft contact, especially with a defense like playing behind you, I mean, that's got to go a long way in how long you expect this season to go, how long you expect to be able to bring your best stuff during the season. Mm-hmm. So, Coach, I want to talk to you a little bit more just because I've never spoken to you before.
Yeah.
And this is interesting. So tell us about, I guess, just what you have seen from the team this year and from the bird's eye view that I mentioned earlier. Just talk about coaching these girls and what you've seen from them.
Well, coming in, I've known some of these girls for a long time, just never in the coaching standpoint. So coming back and being able to be here and, coach the hitting part of it, it's been such a blessing for me. one thing that I've noticed about them is they are able to take adversity and they run with it, and they can overcome almost anything. Like, they've done great this year. Whether we adjust inning 1 or inning 3, we're there. And, we're able to adjust to pitchers, and we make teams change their pitchers. We're really good at just hitting balls hard, foul pole to foul pole, and that's my favorite thing. So
That's another thing that I love about this team is, like, halfway into the season, we came in and, talked about a little bit the lack, not the lack of power, but kind of the absence of the home runs. Everything was doubles to the gap, a couple of triples with some of the faster players as well, but the home runs weren't really coming. The last couple of weeks, I feel like you've gotten to normal season home run numbers, but in half a season. Just the way the bats are swinging right now it's so impressive from the power aspect of it.
Right. Well, I think the most important thing about hitting is we're looking to create backspin on our balls, and if we're barreling balls up hard, then they're going to eventually go out. I don't think any of our girls are looking to hit a home run, but the nice thing about that is when they make good contact, the ball is probably going to fly, and we've seen that pretty much the last couple of weeks in season. I think at first we were still getting comfortable with our swings, kind of, sharpening things up a little bit, knocking rust off, and now we're just continuing to sharpen it up, and that's why we're seeing some good numbers.
So Coach Sean Bear told us last week when he was in here that he was trying to add a couple of more games to the schedule here at the end of the season. Did that come up, or are we done for the regular season?
So our varsity is done, but our JV does have 2 games on Thursday, I believe, against Newton.
Okay.
But our varsity is finished.
Okay, so varsity done for the regular season. So
Mhm.
we're looking ahead to the postseason.
Mhm.
Boy, I wonder if you're hosting or not. So 23-1 is the final record to end the regular year. Number 1 seed in 5A West. I mean, it just, girls, every day you've come out and you've done the dang thing. And it's been just the day in, day out. These seasons are such grinds, and the fact that you guys have been able to pull off the records that you have right now. I mean, how do you think that this season has prepared you mentally and physically for what you're going to see in the postseason?
I think, a lot of our games have been against, dare I say, easier teams, but we've also had the Derby, the May South, the McPherson, Manhattan, and I think it's kind of good that we had McPherson, at the end of the season, because I think that definitely prepares us more for what comes next week in regionals. I think it would have really sucked had we had to play 2 or 3 teams that just weren't very good, I don't know, like Wichita East or something like that, but I don't know.
I think it's safe to say that McPherson set us up for success going into regionals because they are a good ball team. We did face them at the beginning of the year, and I would say they maybe not have even played their best ball the first time we played them at the beginning of the year. So we knew they were out for blood against us, of course, but they came back, and I think we played even better ball than they did.
I don't think they were expecting to play us because I think the whole schedule was switched around. And
I don't know if they were really expecting us to come out that hot either.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So we're winding down towards the end of the year. Looking forward to the postseason starting next week.
yes,
Next week.
it should be Tuesday, I believe.
Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay. Tuesday when we expect to open the regionals.
Mhm.
Alyssa, before we got started, I was told to ask you about lasagna.
Yes, this is a saying that I have. I can't remember where it came from, but I heard it somewhere a long time ago. The lasagna comes from real G's move in silence like lasagna.
That's a Lil Wayne quote.
It is?
Yeah, it's a Lil Wayne bar.
Is it from one of his songs?
Yeah.
I feel like it is.
Yeah, it's not from one of his speeches.
Speeches? Okay, I know I heard it somewhere.
Do you know who Lil Wayne is?
Yes, I know who Lil Wayne is. I just couldn't remember where I heard it from, and so we always say that, when we're pumped up, if we need to get pumped up.
She always looks at me. She's like, "Come on, Coach Clark, say lasagna."
Yeah.
I'm like,
or there's
"Okay."
I'm dipping nuggets you've never heard of in a sauce you can't pronounce.
She does say that a lot.
I think that's Rick Ross. I don't know that. I'm not positive that. I know that. I Googled it because I wasn't sure. The real G's move in silence like lasagna. That's from Lil Wayne's 6 Foot 7 Foot. Is the name of the song. Didn't catch it until I said it. Okay. I think the secret sauce thing is a Rick Ross bar. I'm not positive. Anyway.
Just frat boy captions.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I look up.
100%.
frat boy Instagram captions.
I'm honestly convinced that, if whatever her career doesn't work out, she's going to be a stand-up comedian. I've said that.
I think she needs to do this. Like, honestly.
Yeah, or
like,
maybe this.
Yeah.
A podcast. Yeah.
Maybe
Call
I
it
should
lasagna.
start one now.
Yeah, lasagna.
Please start a
Lasagna.
podcast whenever you go
Okay.
off to St. Louis. That sounds like a really fun time.
Perfect. Maybe I will.
I think you should.
I'll take off days on this show and I'll just air your stuff if that's okay.
Perfect. That sounds good. I'll be in touch. I'll be in touch. I'll have my people contact your people. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Guys, good.
Oh my gosh.
Good luck next week, and thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's seniors Braylon Turner and Alyssa McCauley, along with Coach Shaylee Clark, joining us here on Sports Day.
Selling your farm or ranch acres can be stressful. At Red Cedar Land Company, they are extremely diverse in the number of ways they can represent you, and they tailor each project to meet their seller's needs. One of the biggest questions for a seller is, what is my land worth? At Red Cedar Land Company, they offer a free market analysis to help you better understand the value of your land. You deserve a better selling experience. Put your trust in Red Cedar Land Company. Call Cody Crook with Red Cedar Land Company at 620-617-7320.
Hey Cougar fans, this is Brant Daughtry, voice of the Barton Cougars. Cheering from the stands is great, but you can give our athletes a true competitive advantage by joining the Cougar Booster Club. Boosters provide the best equipment and facility upgrades, helping Barton athletes succeed at the regional and national level. Whether you're a business or an individual, your support matters. Call 620-792-9377 and become a Cougar Booster today. Go Cougars!
Sports, leisure, fitness, and wellness, even senior and adaptive needs. It's all here at the Great Bend Rec. Pick up a program guide or stop by the rec office at 1214 Stone in Great Bend, or check out the all-new website, greatbendrec.com. Live, play, explore at the rec.
It's all here at Great Bend Rec. Live, play, explore at the rec.
Needing a healthcare plan for your business? Let the experienced team at Freedom Claims Management Incorporated customize a health insurance plan that fits your needs. Whether you're a large company or a small business on Main Street, FCMI can help you provide employees with great health coverage at an affordable cost. From setup to ongoing support, they handle it all. Schedule your free no-obligation health assessment today at freedomclaimsinc.com. That's Freedom Claims Management Incorporated, with locations in Great Bend, Russell, and Plainville.
Sutherland's is your complete home improvement and hardware store. Tens of thousands of products are in stock at everyday low prices. Sutherland's also offers custom buildings, including post-frame barns, garages, and deck packages too. The friendly and knowledgeable staff at Sutherland's, always ready to help you with any project. From hardware, lumber, cabinets, plywood, and OSB, fencing, power tools, furniture, and more. They simply sell for less. Sutherland's, West 10th, Great Bend, helping America build it better since 1917.
Well, welcome back into Sports Day. A little operator error there. A lot of segments back to back. We're going to have to play some commercials now as we wrap up the show. I am Mike Escher. We'll be back to wrap up the program after this. You're listening to Sports Day on 1590 KBGB and 95.5 FM.
C&E Doors, this is Eddie.
Papa, we lost power. This storm is a real show.
Hadley, what did you just say?
I repeated what the neighbor yelled when his garage door wouldn't open.
Tell your neighbors C&E Doors can help. We install operators with battery backup, so doors open without power. And what's your language?
Yes, Papa.
C&E Doors installs operators with battery backup. Call C&E Doors in Great Bend or Hayes and stay in control, power outage or not.
Parents, if your student is planning for college this fall, Barton Community College enrollment days make the process simple. In one visit, your student can meet with advisors, choose classes, explore financial aid, and get everything set for the semester ahead. Barton's team is here to guide them every step of the way. Sign up for a Barton enrollment day and get started today. Go to enroll.bartonccc.edu.
Community bankers should actually know your community. Hi, I'm Sean Powelson, president of Your Local Equity Bank. As someone who lives here, I know many of you, and I know what's important to you. I've been in the industry a long time, and I've helped many navigate through financial challenges and lead them to financial opportunities. I believe that people bank with people, so I'd like to invite you to stop by one of our region's 5 locations and meet our friendly, helpful staff. Let us show you our commitment to serving you and our communities. Because at Equity Bank, we're right here beside you. Member FDIC.
Service from people you know, quality products and professional installation. That's Kern Floor Service. Stop by Kern Floor Service and browse through the different selections of flooring from laminate to vinyl, carpet, wood, and ceramic tile. See their selection of area rugs or special order the one that fits your decor, and don't forget, they can spice up those countertops too. So stop by Kern Floor Service today. Kern Floor Service, 908 Coolidge in Great Bend.
Central and Western Kansas residents, are you looking for a new vehicle? Marmy Auto Group can make it happen. Marmy Auto Group includes Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram, Chevrolet, and GMC. Marmy Auto Group, your Central and Western Kansas dealer, has new and pre-owned vehicles, or we can special order your vehicle today. If your existing vehicle needs serviced, Marmy's award-winning service department can help. Come to Marmy Auto Group on 10th or marmys.net. Marmys, make it happen.
Well, that's going to be our show for today. We thank you for joining us. We also thank Matt Westerhouse for coming in, Great Bend Activities Director at the high school, and then Shaylee Clark, Braylon Turner, and Alyssa McCulley, assistant coach of the Great Bend softball team, Shaylee Clark, and the players, Braylon Turner and Alyssa Clark, for joining the program today. A quick check to Wichita right quick. Barton Community College baseball team ahead of Cloud County by a score of 1-0. That is in the bottom of the second inning. That's it. Agri Talk is next.